Old lady found something weird. Her dead husband hid a videotape in the safe. What made the old lady feel more panic? The images on the videotape were quite gruesome. A young girl was murdered by a hooded man. The whole thing looks very real. It didn't look staged at all. Since the videotape appeared in her husband's safe, it made her suspicious of her dead husband. She hired a detective to investigate. At first, Cage thought, maybe it's just an ordinary movie, that there was no need to make a big deal out of it. But the old lady told him to watch it and then talk. So Cage was skeptical and turned on the video. Yet every frame of the movie was real. The tactics and the horrified expressions on the screen took Cage to the edge of his seat. It didn't look like a fake movie. Instead, it was more like a documentary of sorts. Afterwards, Cage suggested giving it to the police, but the old lady objected. Their family was well known in the area. Never let this affect the family's reputation. The old lady's message was clear. She just wanted to know who shot the movie. If the girl is really dead, as long as Cage is willing to help investigate, they are willing to offer a substantial fee. Cage thinks the girl is the only clue. As long as the girl's identity is known, they could find out. When he got home, Cage packed his bags. He was ready to start investigating the case. Before he left, he grabbed his gun. Maybe he realized, this is a very dangerous case. Then he went to the police investigation center, took out the girl's portrait, hoping to find some clues from here. But the police officer told him, about 800,000 people go missing every year, though they have put all these into the computer. But trying to find the girl's information, it's still like looking for a needle in a haystack. Cage, if it's not too much trouble, he'll have to dig through the files. It was hard work. Cage looked through the files for several days. No clue was found even though his eyes were sore. Every night he would go back and watch the video. He didn't want to miss any clues. That day he finally found a detail. This film was discontinued in 1992. In other words, the video was probably shot 7 years ago. Cage reported it to the old lady, and asked her to look into her husband's financial records, to see if there was anything unusual. That night he printed out the key footage, and sure enough, he noticed an important detail. The masked man had a 5-star pattern on the back of his hand. This was the key clue to finding the masked man. After half a month of searching, Cage finally found the missing girl's information. The girl's name is Mary. The report was filed in 1993. In other words, Mary never returned home after the video was taken. So the video is real. It gave Cage the creeps. He immediately drove to Mary's house. Mary's mother looked haggard. She told Cage that Mary was in a rebellious stage, always fighting with her stepfather, and would often stay out late at night. Once she couldn't stand her daughter's rebellion, so she scolded her daughter. After that day, her daughter never came home again. But her daughter's disappearance was strange. She didn't take a single piece of clothing when she left, not even a note. The mother blamed herself. She kept all her daughter's belongings to this day. Cage searched the room for half a day. He didn't find a single clue. But before he left, he found something. There was a diary in the toilet tank. It turns out that Mary left a letter before she left home. In the letter, she mentioned that she had found a boyfriend. They went to Hollywood together to make a break for it, but was afraid of being seen by her stepfather. That's why she hid it in the toilet tank. In the future, if she becomes a superstar, will definitely come back to take her mother to live in the big city.